If you are easily upset by things random people say on the internet, please refrain from watching this video. I am a stubborn 14-year-old kid with an opinion. No amount of online harassment can change my views. Please go back to dealing with your own teen. I'm sure your grandchild would want their 28-year-old caretaker to be there for their parent. Haha, I pulled a little sneaky on ya. You thought this was going to be the last episode of the series, huh? Well, nah, it isn't. This is the fourth one, but you thought I was going to end at like 3, huh? Yeah, well, nah. Yeah, so in this video I'm practically just going to be ranking all the games I've played in recent memory, and some from 7 years ago. So, pretty recent. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Next video is also not going to be the last video. Well, it will be the last video, but not of the channel reboot thing, whatever it is. I'm not actually going to do that as part of the miniseries. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger of a deal. So yeah, watch out for that. I'll be doing a podcast tonight at, I don't know what time really. It should be uploaded by 4:30 tomorrow night, as per usual. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Party Beast, take it away, and have a great time. Okay, great. So I'm assuming I've done the introduction already. Hopefully, intro. This is going to be another smaller intro, I guess. So yeah, we're going to get to ranking. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm tired. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. I know I have to get another video because for some reason, I guess I didn't upload the 4th of 5th video. So I guess this is going to be it until the other video is uploaded. I was hoping to actually do them in order, but I guess not. So yeah, you know what we're doing? We're ranking games. I have quite a few games here. These are just ones in recent memory. And I have a standard for each game that I'm going to be ranking 1 to like 4 or 5, 3 to 5. And that is Immersion. This includes kind of graphics, like how it interacts with, you, how it makes you feel. Again, I'm pretty sure you all know the definition of immersion. If not, I suggest go look it up and maybe go to school. Uniqueness, just how unique it is. Again, I really don't need to explain these if you actually know how to read. And how perceptive thinking. Fluidity, ease of access, and newness. Newness doesn't mean how young or old it is, it just means how new it feels every time you open it up. It means that when you open it up, you still want to play it. There's something to do, okay? Ease of access, this means in games, in certain games, there aren't, 50 different tabs open. I like simple games. I'd rather press 5 buttons to get to where I want to go than have to press 1 button and go through 5 different things and have, 5 different options. Yeah, ease of access, I don't want to have to go through 50 different loading screens to get into a game. Fortnite. Fluidity, this includes how the controls feel, the graphics, just how the lag, just how fluid it feels. If it feels like you can progress through it pretty easily. Again, uniqueness and immersion. Immersion includes storylines, like how the story actually feels, the cutscenes, and the music, of course, the music. And there's only, of course, one game that is perfect. And just for that reason, I'm just going to put this bad boy here. And this bad boy here. Again, I know my opinion is biased. That's kind of the entire reason of a tier list, is to express your opinion in the form of tiers of how good or bad something is. My opinion for Warzone can't really be taken seriously since I've only played Warzone, the Warzone. I haven't played any of the Call of Duty games. My mom is like, no guns, no violence, are you killing people in the game? No! Then she lets me play games like Rainbow Six Siege, which I will promptly put in the A slot. Yeah. So I'm just gonna reset ranking real quick. This took me a long time to do because I had to upload each picture individually, which means I had to edit template, put the picture in, and then reset template for each single one of these pictures, so it took me probably longer to get the actual images than to actually make and record this video, so yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna put not Apex, Destiny 2 where it belongs real quick. Okay, Rainbow Six Siege. Let's just go over the things real quick. Uniqueness. It is a pretty darn unique game, if I'd say this myself. I'd give it a 4 out of 5. 3 out of 5, actually. 3 out of 5. Immersion. Storyline, it doesn't make sense. Minimal music. There are no cutscenes. But then again, it does feel pretty immersive after you play it for half an hour. You do get into that game feeling. I'd give it a 2 out of 5, honestly. Fluidity, very, very fluid, even if aiming is a little weird. The response curve is way weird. Yeah, it plays pretty smoothly, no lagging or anything. Ease of access, very easy. 2 buttons and you're in a game. Only 1 loading screen. Well, you have to boot up the game. Okay, well, technically speaking, 3 loading screens, but it isn't like Fortnite where there are like loading screens within loading screens. And newness. Newness, so Immersion, I'd give it a 2 out of 5. Uniqueness, I'd give it a 3 out of 5. Fluidity, I'd give it probably 4 out of 5. Ease of access, I'd give it a 5/5, and then newness, I'd give it probably a 3 out of 5 too. So we're gonna put Rainbow Six Siege probably in the A slot, B slot, because it still feels pretty good even if it doesn't perfectly meet every criteria. The only game, in my opinion, that meets every criteria is Destiny 2. So yeah. And I know people, if you play Destiny 2, are going to be like, oh my gosh, no, Destiny is such a bad game. But that's just because the entire Destiny community is extremely toxic, so yeah. Okay, Destiny, I'd put in A, just because it hasn't been updated since Destiny 2 came out. So criteria, immersion, 5/5, uniqueness, probably 4 out of 5. And this includes expansions. I'll go over the expansions in the end of the video because most people don't actually care about it. Fluidity, I'd probably give a 4 out of 5. Ease of access, 5/5. Newness, I'd probably give like a 2 since it currently isn't being updated. So yeah. And again, these are just compared to other games on this list. Well, yeah, we're going to be moving these games around a lot as we put more up there because they're all within each other. Okay, Minecraft. We're gonna have to put that right up here in the A tier. Replayability. So let's see here. Immersion. Storyline doesn't make sense. It has pretty decent music. It isn't the best since it's kind of just like repeat music, if you get what I mean. There aren't that many new tracks. What was the other one? Cutscenes. There are no cutscenes. Fluidity. It's a pretty fluid game, even if there are quite a few bugs here. Oh yeah, and there are 2 other ones I don't want to mention. That nobody really talks about, nostalgia, which I'll probably put in fine print right here or something. I don't know. Fine print that you can't read. Nostalgia, and then community. That we don't really talk about and they don't come into big play. Those, yeah. Minecraft, if it weren't for nostalgia reasons, I'd probably put it in like B. So yeah, and of course replayability. Replayability is kind of a B. So yeah, if we're discluding nostalgia, I'd put it in a B. If for nostalgia and because community says so, I'd have to put it straight up in S, probably like in front of Destiny, but yeah, for 4 reasons, we're gonna have to put it down here in a B. And again, I've been playing this game almost since it came out on mobile, so like what, 2014, 2013, 2020, like 2013 to 2015. Okay, Little Big Planet, again, nostalgia, great family game. I'd probably put it, oh, you know, I haven't played it in a long time. I played it when I was like 9, was the last time I played it, I think. So I'm gonna have to put it probably in like a B too. Again, these are all compared to each other. I know, you know, compared to like Roblox, Little Big Planet would be an immediate S, but just for reasons. Hyperscape, I'm gonna have to put that in a B too. Fortnite, currently in its current state, I'd put it in a C, or yeah, probably a C. Just because okay, here's the thing. Up until my favorite season was Fortnite, probably season 4 and 5. Those seasons were like the perfect. That was when the game started to get big. Fortnite really, the developers really saw the potential it had. They dished out a ton of updates, a ton of new stuff. It was really, really unique. Immersion was pretty darn good. The community was great. Fluidity was perfect. Newness that was when the game felt like it had gone out of beta. You know, it was perfect. But then once Season 6 started, Season 6 was like the medium when it started to like medium out into just like a regular game. And then since then, it's just been going down in like just all the categories. So I'm gonna have to put it in a C. Brawlhalla, yeah, see, I don't play it that much either. For criteria, uniqueness, it's not really unique to be honest. Immersion, it's not really immersive. Fluidity, it's pretty fluid, I guess. Ease of access, nah. If you don't know immediately where everything is, it's pretty hard to find stuff. And newness, it honestly doesn't feel like it's that new, so I'm gonna have to put Brawlhalla down in C. Apex Legends, yeah, so I'm gonna have to put that in a B2. Just because it used to be good, but then after Revenant came out, it's just been going downhill. And no, it's not because the female characters. Revenant was like Fortnite Season 6, you know? The Revenant update was just, okay, see, because season 3 was possibly the best season. And again, I know I said I don't talk about seasons and DLCs and stuff, but I just kind of have to for a game that was so good. So I'm gonna have to put that down in the B slot. Absolver, nostalgia puts it right up to the S. This was the same time when Fortnite Season 5 came out, and the nostalgia. Short story behind it, I was with my cousins up at my grandma's house. My cousin Jack, Johnny, and I, they're both, like, Jack's a year older than me, Johnny's 2 years, but we all get along way well. We're almost like siblings, like, that's how close we were, okay? We grew up together, and we were tight, okay? We went up to grandma's house, got ourselves a bunch of Mountain Dew Red, Diet Mountain Dew Red, because our grandfather has diabetes, but it was still good. We'd go through, like, a case every day. We'd stay up literally all night. Jack and I would stay up all night playing two things, Fortnite and Absolver. Even though I played Absolver alone, it was still pretty good. So yeah, but Absolver, I'd have to put in a B. Criteria, Immersion is amazing. Uniqueness, these two for it are amazing. Ease of access, not so much. Newness, not so much. And fluidity. If we're just trying to meet these two criteria, Absolver, I'd say, would be an A, okay? But just because of everything else, I'm gonna have to put it in a B. Skyrim, see, I only played it for like a total of like 50 hours again. This is when we were all playing, this is at, I'm just gonna call it the grandma house period of 3 years ago. Skyrim, Brawlhalla, Fortnite Season 4, 5, and 6, and Absolver. These were all kind of the grandma house phase, okay? So, for Skyrim, and since I haven't played it that much, I know Skyrim is a game you have to put like 500 hours into to actually be able to say you played it, really. Like, if you barely just play it, you aren't really playing it. But I've been around the entire map. I kind of know what there is to see. I'm going to put it down here in a C. Immersion. Immersion is pretty decent. Graphics aren't that good. Especially, but with mods, graphics are amazing. Yeah, again, not going to try to talk about mods, DLCs, or seasons in video games. Newness, not really new. There's always something to do, but it doesn't really push you to want to do any of that stuff. Ease of access, it's pretty easy. You know, it's an open world game. There aren't 50 different loading screens, really. I mean, okay, there are in Skyrim, but it's fluidity controls. I'd put it in like a 2 probably. There are a bunch of glitches, kind of hard to navigate around. So yeah, and again, I'm gonna have to remove all these based on opinion after this, because right now I'm just doing it based on what the criteria is for each game, not my actual opinion really. Okay, let's see here. And I'm sure I just kind of contradicted what I said like 2 seconds ago. Wipeout Omega Collection, gonna put it in D temporarily. Immersion, music, amazing, no cutscenes whatsoever, graphics, meh. Uniqueness, it's a pretty unique racing game. Like, here's the thing, if I want to see Hyperscape and Wipeout make their own like game together, or like do a crossover for somehow, because they both have that, you know, futuristic dubstep feel to them. You know, there's dubstep, it's super smooth. It's both games are all about speed and these, you know, special abilities you can pick up, and you know, you customize your character slightly, loosely in Hyperscape. You know, it's all about customization and stuff. So if these two made a crossover game, that would immediately be S tier. And if they made it a little more fluid and newness, I'd have to put it straight up in S tier. Okay, but since they aren't at all, Wipeout goes in C, Hyperscape goes in B. The Forest. Okay, this game is not one you can play alone or should play alone. Absolutely horrifying, extremely disturbing. Don't go in the caves is the only thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna have to put it in like, I'm gonna have to put it in C. Replay newness, nah. If you're playing it for a survival game and not for like a story adventure game, it gets pretty boring pretty fast, especially once you throw in duping and stuff. I'm sure there are mods out there, and if you actually know how to play the game, I'm sure it's fun, but I don't, so yeah. For the Forest, I'd probably Immersion. I'd give it like, it's very immersive, absolutely horrifying. I'd give it a 3 out of 5, 3 or 4. Uniqueness, I mean, story unique, the aspects of the game kind of unique, just the way things toggle and stuff. It's nah. Fluidity, it's pretty darn fluid, I'd say. No major glitches. Okay, well, duping's the only major glitch I could find. Ease of access, it's pretty easy to do. If you don't know what to do and you start in, you're kind of screwed. If you're like me, and you had no idea what you're doing, you're just kind of walking around looking for suitcases. Newness, it doesn't really want to make you go back, so I'd put it also in a C. No Man's Sky, gosh, this is a difficult one, because if I take out nostalgia, and just personal opinion, it would be like a D, okay? Nobody plays it, everybody hates it, well, they used to. It's a good game, but it's not a good game, okay? Call of Duty Warzone, I know most people put that straight into A tier, but opinion, this is the one that I'm going to do opinion on, is D. Okay, now, opinion. I'm going to give no reason whatsoever for how I feel about these games, and it's going to take me like 20 seconds. Okay, things are going to be really unbalanced. Bam. 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 Bam, 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 bam. Probably bam. What else do we got here? Bam. Nah, bam. Just because I'm spiteful, bam. Anything else I need to move? Oh yeah, no. This has to go. This has to go right up here, along with this. Bam, bam. No, bam. Oh yeah, one other criteria that I forgot to mention, that I have been keeping on my mind and just kind of forgot to mention, esports. Yay, competitiveness. I'm a very competitive gamer. But we're past criteria now, so whatever. Yeah, this looks about right. B tier. Yeah, put this here. D tier. I can't put Fortnite in the D tier. I'm sorry. And Skyrim. I'm sorry. I have to put you in the B tier. I can't put you in D or C. Yeah, that looks about right. Unbiased. You can see my background apps here. I have some core games I play. Valorant, yeah, you'll see some games here that I didn't put on just because I haven't really played them and I feel bad ranking them. So yeah. This is about it. So I'm just gonna end right there. And the actual video though, there. Like what you guys came here to watch. The rest of it, I'm just gonna start talking about right now. So if this is what you're here to watch, this is what I'd consider the clickbait content. This is what the video was made for. Okay, like reverse clickbait content. Now I can go into the talking about other random stuff. So feel free to leave. Thank you for watching, and yeah, time to talk. Oh gosh, so back to opinions. I'm actually gonna voice my opinion instead of just being silent and putting stuff where it is. No Man's Sky. When it came out, I liked it. Nostalgia, straight to the S. Ah, come on, Swarly. Come on, M. I'm doing a video right now. You know you can't interrupt. Yeah, you owe me, M. If you're watching this, you owe me a video, okay? Okay? Go tell C he can cool his tiny off, because I passed origami in class. Didn't even have a note on it, okay? The anxiety in that man's voice when he asked if I was passing her a note was, like, through the roof, okay? Like, I could tangibly hear, like, his anxiety of, like, yo, you taking my girl? Like, okay? Like, no, bruh. If that's what it was. Again, I know he's the only one who actually knows what he's feeling, and I know what he's feeling, and he's feeling stress, okay? Um, okay, so, Fortnite, again, Fortnite season 4, 5, and 6 were, or 4 and 5, yeah, 4, 5, and 6 were, dang, bro. 6 was when the game started to kind of plateau, and then after that plummeted once season 7 came. The only thing that was good about season 7 was Playground, but we had a better version of that in season 5, or 6, whichever it was, where you could troll kids, because player name locations on maps, I think, were enabled. I know they disabled and enabled a bunch of crap, but, oh man, there's team killing. Like, no matter what, you could always team kill people. They added those throwable, like, instant mini games, which was super cool, in my opinion. So yeah, but then they removed them, and after that, Playground just never felt the same. Then they went over to creative mode, which, I mean, it's an upgrade, but it isn't, for trolling purposes, it wasn't an upgrade, okay? And you can't really, like, play with random people the same way you were able to. When you went into creative mode in season 4, like, 5 or 6, you knew you could do whatever the crap you wanted with, like, 3 other people. They all had mics. You knew they did. Nobody jumped in there without a mic. Maybe afterwards you'd squat up. That was like the matchmaking service. Okay, that was like oh gosh, Tinder. That was like Fortnite Tinder. Okay, you played with guys. When you played Playground with somebody, you immediately knew what kind of person they were. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Destiny 2. I just have to say, great game overall. I liked it a lot better at launch than I do right now, to be honest. Mostly just because of the weapon system. I really liked having to fight everybody with dual primaries, because up to that point, everybody had just been shotgun aping in the Crucible. They'd have a really powerful exotic as their primary, and then they'd just have whatever one-tap energy weapon they could have as, well, an energy weapon. Nobody really cared about heavy, to be honest. So, yeah. I liked fighting people with hand cannon pulse rifle, the faded combo of mine. Gosh, I'm gonna, so, yeah. Rainbow Six Siege, pretty good game. No Man's Sky, I love it. Nostalgic purposes. Next time I do the party talk, just, podcast, I'll tell some stories about, why I love No Man's Sky, Little Big Planet, Ant B, both Ant B, okay? Just gonna say that right now, remember, Ant B, okay? No Man's Sky, Little Big Planet, Ant B. And then the Gmaw phase, Grandma phase with Fortnite, Brawlhalla, Skyrim, and Absolver, okay? Yeah, again, seasons, oh yeah, DLCs. Destiny 2 favorite DLC, I have to say Forsaken, okay? Everybody knows it's Forsaken. Shadowkeep was mediocre, okay? We all know it was Forsaken. Destiny, I started playing during the Taken King. I saw it, I watched videos and stuff during the Dark Below, but I started playing during Taken King, and then by the time that, like, I'd got used to it, the Rise of Iron had come out, but I couldn't get it till, like, a year or two after it had come out. So, yeah. So, Destiny, favorite expansion, definitely Rise of Iron. It had everything I could want in every category. Except when I played it, I couldn't play Sparrow Racing League or Iron Banner, which I'm still kind of salty about. So, yeah, I got Rise of Iron when Destiny 2 came out, if that explains anything. Little Big Planet, yeah, again, nostalgia purposes, I haven't played it in a long time, but I remember that game was absolute fire. Yeah, Apex Legends Season 3, definitely. Hype was real. Gameplay was real. New map was absolutely freaking real. Crypto was real. Balancing was real. Ranking, the competitive system was real. That was when the game was at its finest. Like, honestly, I remember watching the trailer and just seeing them, Mirage and Lifeline and Crypto, jump out of the dropship and just freaking soar over this, like World's Edge. Was just, ooh, the feeling of hype. And the music, Devil by, I think it was Rundown, I can't remember, was just, ooh, that, yeah. Oh man, and then the battle pass, and the battle pass, which was actually good, and just, oh yeah, that game was fire then. And then Revenant came in, it just kind of, same with Fortnite. Fortnite season 4, 5, 4, and 5 were, ooh, just, man, amazing. Season 6 came along, yeah. By season 7, Fortnite was just kind of like a crossover. It was practically just like Marvel's crossover. Whenever new movies coming out, they just be like, hey, let's make some extra revenue, team up, make LTM, and then we'll just kind of drop it, okay? And they're like, yeah, okay. That's like the entire point of our season, I guess, which is kind of funny because since season, what is it? Chapter 2, Season 4 came out yesterday. Like, the whole point of a season kind of was just that Marvel crossover. And now we actually see that that's the truth with this new Season 4. It's like, they're just kind of going for the money now. They don't even care. Fortnite doesn't even care. They're literally just recycling content. I mean, it's literally just Season 6, like, okay? Except, like, more Marvel focus. You remember Season 6 when they had Thanos and the Thanos LTM? And, you know, they're Avengers. You could go be an Avenger, kill Thanos, bounce on a bunch of Kevin the Cubes. Yeah, it was just, nah. If that was the season, again, I can't really remember. I didn't really like the Thanos LTM. Didn't really have any of those criteria feels. Minecraft, nostalgia, right now it's, nah. Nether update was pretty darn good. Pigstep, I'm slightly addicted to that song. I like it. I've always liked the Nether, but to be honest, I liked the old Nether more. I liked the OG zombie pigmen. My entire, like, all my bases when I played creative in Minecraft were Nether themed, and I got really good at using, like, the Nether materials to build overpowered bases that were all, like, just practically just giant cubes with bedrock in the inside and dispensers full of, like, overpowered poisoned arrows on the outside. So, yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Hyperscape is pretty good. Absolver, nostalgia, gameplay, everything about it would put S tier if it weren't just for the fact that nothing new came out with it. The controls were crap, and it wasn't competitive. And the community, there's no community for it. Because of all the hidden criteria on this list, Absolver is a B, not an S. So, yeah. And that's it. Feel free, tonight I'm probably going to do my podcast again. Feel free to. I will try to talk about these games in depth as much as possible in the podcast. So yeah, feel free to check it out. Thank you for watching. I hope none of this got corrupted. I could totally see my audio just deciding to quit halfway through since I have to plug my headset into my control, and then plug my controller into my PC, and then plug the PC into my NVIDIA control panel. It's just, yeah. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later. Ciao.